Major League Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Yankees.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
New York Yankees.
And our pitcher in this game, Paul Blackburn. What do we have on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Ready to go now. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. The 1-0. On the ground. Gets it to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, situational hitting isn't as common with all the slugging in today's game. But a team that shortens up, hits behind runners, and advances bases adds a lot of value. Pitchers can't afford to give them free base runners because this group knows how to capitalize.
Next offering is fouled back. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. 2 away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5.
Here is Freddie Freeman. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And a swing and a miss, and that is that. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back in the Bronx and on the hill for the Dodgers, Emmett Sheehan. What do we need to know here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. The 0-1. Ball. Ball 2. Just misses with that one. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
That one fouled off. Swing and a bouncer. Throw on to Freeman. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Jason Dominguez in the box now. Take strike one. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Two down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The second baseman,
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Right through there for a strike. Two on, two outs. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Corners are occupied with two down. Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. Scoreless after one. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, second inning set to go. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Got it. And quickly one away in the second.
The second baseman, Tommy Edman.
On the ground to first.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Blackburn goes 6'1", 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. And that one moves his feet. Got him swinging. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. No score here in the second. And
ball,
delivers
that's
outside. The other way, and he beats the shift.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Hernandez.
Foul ball. The 0-1. The Yankees with some action in their pen. Angel Chevy, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Here's a 1-1. And that one sliced foul. Stays alive. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bellinger moving under it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom half of inning number 2. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees.
Hey.
And the 0-1. Trying to bunt his way on. Grabs it barehanded, and he beats it. He's safe.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Ryan.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Bounced up the middle. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that one fouled off. In the air to left center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
On the ground, right side. That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score.
Now pitching for the
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Angel Chevy
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. First
That's a
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone. And a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Hey!
Here's the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball 1.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Dalton Rushing will hit next.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on.
Nope.
Top of the third, no score. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one almost got him.
That's ball 3.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Andy Pajes up next for the Dodgers. Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Nope. That's
One of the
ball
things
4.
about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The 0-1.
Ball. That's in. Ball 2.
Just missed. Freddie Freeman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Rushing off of first with 2 away. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Hammered, base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes the runner. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. On a line. Chisholm on the move, and he hauls it in. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
He goes down looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
The 0-1. And that misses off the outside edge. Oh, great stop. Jump throw. And they get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Jason.
Man, Chris, a jump throw like that is certainly worthy of the StatCast treatment. Let's see what the numbers have to say about it.
Yeah, these are some favorable numbers, Boog. This is the type of play that showcases his arm strength. I mean, he made it look easy, but I promise you, that's not a throw every shortstop can make, especially with that much behind it.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
2-1 now. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two now. Good eye in that spot.
Inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Three-two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. 3-2 now. 9 pitches thrown there before earning the walk. What a battle.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ball one, no strikes. Dominguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball. Quick toss to first. Dominguez dives back in safely.
That's outside.
That one pulled foul. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Left field. Hernandez ranging after it. Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx, on to the 4th. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that chops in for a strike. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Hey!
Oh, 1 down. And that is out of play. The 0-2.
Ball.
Slow ground ball to the right side. Chisholm Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So now with one away and a man at second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled hard the other way. Man at second.
Ball. That's ball 2.
Check on the runner. Edman
He
back
made
in
it
on a
safe.
dive. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And it remains 2-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Base hit left field. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner on the go. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Quick move to first.
No, he's in there.
Back on a dive. Runner goes again. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ball.
Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Eliezer Alfonso steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And this one squirts away from the catcher to second, in there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That's inside.
Inside. And now 3-1. Dalton rushing, waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. payoff pitch. And ball 4,
Nope.
2 aboard.
Ball 4.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Dalton Rushing.
All 1.
Two on, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fouled off left side. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Inside ball.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
And that's
Too
way
high.
high.
Ball.
And the count's full. Andy Pajes up next for the Dodgers. Back to work, 3-2 now. And that one ripped to left, and that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here in New York, and stepping in for the Yankees, Chisholm Jr.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Fought off foul. Next one
That's
misses,
off the plate. Ball
and
2.
that's ball 2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Good job to fight that one off. Two. And there's a ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
The designated hitter, Jose.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Ball, that's upstairs.
The 1-0. And
Nope.
another ball. The Dodgers up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch
That's
misses,
ball 3.
and it's 3-0. There's the strike. Up the middle, Betts. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's in there, 0-1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So the Yanks go in order. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. That one ripped, but foul.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
The 1-1. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these guys are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Freeman, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground to first, Rice. He steps on the bag, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Strike 2.
O2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And Mookie takes. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Nice grab to first. In the dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play. Dodgers down in order. They're up 2-0. Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That misses, and the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone.
Ball, that's upstairs.
The 1-0.
That's
He's
out.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fastball for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now here's Trent Grisham.
Hey.
The Dodgers leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. And that chops in for a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And the 0-2. Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the book. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Ball 1. Ball 2. Hey.
Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. In the air, left field. Bellinger on the move. One down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Kyle.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Here comes the 0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just an experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Ball got him right there.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Nope.
The 1-0. Tucker leads off first with 1 away. The 2-1. Swing and a drive deep right field. That one carrying. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And they add a couple more. It's 4-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Camilo Doval gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Ryan Yarbrough will take over here.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him.
They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Hey! That's ball 2.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two down. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Digging in, Dalton rushing. And it's fouled away. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jake Bird appears to be getting loose. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball 1.
And the 1-0. Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody.
2 down, bases empty. Bellinger up to hit.
Ball, that's just out.
The 1-0. This one smacked out to left center. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 7th. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's way high. And that is ball 1.
Hey!
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Struck him out swinging. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Freddie Freeman.
Ball.
One and two here. That's
Ball
a
three.
little bit low. And that's ball four.
That's ball four.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 in this one. Oh, 1 now. Foul ball there. Freeman at first, one gone. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 away.
The second baseman, Tommy.
And here comes the
Edman.
Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ryan Yarbrough will depart. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Now a
Yankees.
right-handed arm out of the
Number
bullpen,
59.
Jake Bird.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And that
Ball one.
misses. And that's ball 1.
Ball 2.
Rips that one to right. And that'll do it. One left for LA as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a new pitcher here
Number
to start the
51,
bottom of the 7th. Alex Vesia.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Hey!
And now the 0-1. On the ground to the left. Betts up with it. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Jose Caballero.
Hey!
The Dodgers leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Off the
The
plate,
Dodgers
ball 1.
bullpen with some action. Will Klein up and loosening in the pen. Dryer getting cranked up as well.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
That misses.
Oh, that's low.
Ball 3. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Ground ball left side.
That ball's foul.
And foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan.
2 outs, base is empty. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
No, that's low.
And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. And it's 2-0. Swings through that one, out in front that time. No question about this one. It's out of here. He nails one out to right. And they close the gap. It's 5-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lock, and gets the home run.
All 1.
The Yankees looking to rally.
Nope, that's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one back up the middle. What a stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. It's now 5-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, we go to the 8th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the 8th.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Hey!
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Movement in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. On the ground.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. So a man at first. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That one finds the zone. That's strike two. Bird, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018.
Ball.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Hernandez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
The 0-1.
Foul ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Hernandez into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Move to second. Hernandez
He's in there. He's
dives
safe.
back in safely. 1 out and a runner at second. Swing, and he popped it up. Chisholm in position. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Dalton Rushing.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jake Bird out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Yankees,
change here, Fernando
63.
Cruz.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Man at second.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Got him swinging. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Max Schumann.
Hey.
The 0-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Ball.
That one inside. Look out. Got him looking. And one away.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Popped up. Edman. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number
It appears
22,
Dave Roberts is going to
Betts.
dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Alex Vesia won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Will Klein.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Two down, bases empty. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Ball. Down.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
In the air to left center, Hernandez on the move to the gap. And that is the third out of the inning. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Yankees 1. We go to the ninth. Stepping in, Andy Pages. One. Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Freddie Freeman.
Ball. That's off the plate.
The 1-0. Out towards left center. Bellinger in a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie now.
Betts.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Nope. Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. swings and misses. 1-2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the
swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the Dodgers are set down in order. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Yankees 1. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That one not close. Ball 2. The other way, and he beats the shift. And a good start to the inning.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Chisholm Jr.
Ball, that pitch is up.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Hernandez under it. Takes it in for the out. Throw sails over his head at first.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
One out man at first. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Man on second, 2 down. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. To third,
foul.
And it goes just foul. The Yankees down to their final strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
New York Yankees.
And getting to start, Paul Blackburn. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Ready for baseball here in New York. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
First pitch, 7:07.
Hey! Outside, that's a ball.
On the ground, right side. Rice steps on the bag, and an easy out to start the game. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
The 1-0. Ripped, but it curls foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. This one in the air, center field. Grisham settles under this one, and there are two down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Another solid power season.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Ah!
Now the 0-1. Just off the inside edge.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Freeman, the runner at first with two gone. Outside low, and the count's even at 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
So a
That's ball
walk
4.
puts runners at first and second.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Stays alive. The 0-2. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Dodgers strand a couple. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Emmett Sheehan. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one is lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 22, Ben Wright.
Ball, that's
In
down.
the dirt, blocked. Throws to second, in there. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
No outs. Runner on second. Swings through that. Pitch kicks away. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Man, I got to think something is definitely off with his delivery right now. Already the second wild pitch that he's thrown in just the first inning. Not a good sign.
And he chops in for a strike. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own. One gone, bottom half of the first. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. That cuts the zone, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ripped on a line to center. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Ball one.
And the 1-0. There's the strike. 95 of that one. The 1-1. That's a strike. Now a quick throw to first. And he dives back in safely. One-two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at first, one away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Way inside, gets away. Dominguez into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. Bring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Chisholm Jr.
And that's in there for strike one. Man on second, two down. And that drops in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That's a ball.
The 1-2.
Nope.
Really good
That's
take,
inside.
especially with two strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot, and we're level. It's 1-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Paul Blackburn departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Angel Chevy taking over on the mound.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Ball, that's low.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Chevy, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Late swing fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. One away.
Batting in the third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Tap foul at the plate. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Ball 2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
In the dirt, full count now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Fastball for a strike. Muncy, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. This one popped up. McMahon under this one. Out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Dalton Rushing.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the DH, Dalton Rushing. 0 for 1. He grounded his first at bat. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Third out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Now to the bottom of the second. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in New York and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero.
Yeah.
The 0-1. And he lays
Nope,
down a
that's
bunt.
foul.
And that's just foul. Here's the 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Popped up. Betts settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 28, Austin.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's a ball.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. In the air to left center. Brings it in. And that's the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. Score remains tied 1-1. Back for more from the Bronx. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. The 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 2-2. Way high.
Oh, that's too high.
This one in the air center field. Grisham should have this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
In the air right field. Schumann has a beat on it. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Slice to right. And it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Check swing called strike. Making the count 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Camilo Doval preparing to come on if needed. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's ball 2.
The other way, and he beats the shift. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Right through there for a strike. Betts off of first with 2 away.
Nope.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Hard hit left side. They take the force out, and the inning is over. Home half of the third coming up. Tied at 1. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Max Schumann.
Hey!
Here's your 1. Swinging a foul straight back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball.
Just
ball
missed. Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Ball. No, that's
just
down.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one fouled off. Jackknifes out of the way.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Payoff pitch. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And next for New York, Ben Rice. Hit in the air, center field. Pajes moving under this one. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees,
pitcher for the Yankees, Camilo
75.
Doval.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Pitch is in there. 0-1. That's a strike.
2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And foul ball. Tranquilo Camilo notches the K.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. You'll 1. And a foul ball. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. And I'm so glad I'm retired.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
That's in there. Now 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Tied 1-1. Back here in New York, bottom four, Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Ah, that hit him.
Timeout. That ball
And the
got
leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Nope, that's a ball.
Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That catches the top part of the zone. And that is strike 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. One and two now. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Relay throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And the 0-1. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Pitch gets away. But no advance from the runners. Hit hard on the ground is short. Betts whips it to first. But the go-ahead run comes in to score. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Bellinger on his way home. And they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Man at second.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Alex Vesia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Klein, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Ball to strike. Line drive. 2 away.
Up next for the
And
Yankees,
here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Austin Wells.
Foul ball there. Two outs and one in scoring position. In the dirt. The throw to third. Tag.
Oh,
See! He's into third on a wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With two outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the right fielder, Max Schumann, struck out swinging his first time.
Yeah.
Wells leads off first with two down to the inning. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2.
Oh, 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Here's a 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Another 1-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're headed to the 5th. The Yankees 4 and the Dodgers 1. Back in the Bronx, ready now for the 5th inning. Eliezer Alfonso steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
0-1 now. And that one is inside.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Ball 2.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Dalton Rushing.
Hey!
Yankees up by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Nope.
Well, triple
Outside.
digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch. Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
On the corner for a strike. 2-2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Dodgers, the center fielder.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Camilo Doval done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ryan Yarbrough.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Two outs, base is empty. Andy Pages digs in now. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fought off foul. This one in the air. McMahon. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and they trail it 4-1.
Now pitching for
Alex Vesia gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there. You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
That's a ball.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a 1-2. Goes down looking.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22,
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, that's out.
The lefty, the 1-0. Vesia, a 6'1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Whoa, that's
off that
unfair.
fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. And
Nope.
that just
That's
misses.
inside.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez turns to the right on the move. 2 away now.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Jason Dominguez.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they lead it 4-1. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. And here's Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2.
Aye.
And the lefty with the 0-1. There's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jake Bird getting ready to go. Cruz also getting ready. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Tap foul at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. That one almost got him. The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th.
That's a ball.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 gone now.
The second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. Close,
Nope.
but called a ball. And that's ball one. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. The Yankees 4 and the Dodgers 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 6th. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses. 2-1. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot, and they add to their lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Jack Dreyer, the left-hander, up and throwing.
That's ball 2.
That one to first,
Foul
and
ball.
that goes foul. The 2-2 on the way. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So now the DH spot, Jose Caballero.
Ball 1.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Alex Vesia will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Dodgers, Will Klein.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Nope, that's down.
And the 1-0.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Pages under it. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Top of inning number 7, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker.
Hey!
A 1 down. By my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill, Paul Blackburn. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
First pitch, 7:05.
Flips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
0-2 now. Got it. 1 away.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 44.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. These guys can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with his bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of guys squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Yeah.
And the sweeper is off the plate. 3-1,
Nope.
and he couldn't come
Ball
up with
four.
it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So man aboard. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Nope.
And that's
Ball
down
two.
and away.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Aye.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Got him swinging.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And Betts is gone. And that will end the inning. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Emmett Sheehan. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 0-2. Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Stays alive.
Ball one.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball two.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And Singy, you have to think this lefty-heavy lineup is ready to eat in this one with a righty on the hill.
Eat it is, Boog. So many lefties just feel more confident with a righty pitching, giving them that little edge. Doesn't always play out that way in the box score, though, so we'll see what happens in this game.
Ben Race, batting with one down, takes a strike. The 0-2. Short hop liner, handled it short. Over to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Jason Dominguez.
There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, and jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here comes Bellinger.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Ball.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man at second. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. We played an inning, no score. Back now in the Bronx. Top of the second, Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Angel Chevy, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. One now. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. One up, one down.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
The 2-1. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0. Second inning here, no score.
Ball, that's outside.
Out to center. Grisham settles underneath it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
Ball inside.
And
Ball
another
3.
ball. Three-0 down. And that's in for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
Hey.
Chisholm on at first. Nobody out. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-2. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
The third baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. Right through there for a strike. That one inside.
Ball 2.
And it's 2-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Two now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pajes on the move. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. That's out number 2.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Breaking ball misses down and away. The Yanks looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Ball, that's out.
Just missed. Max Schumann in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. got him swinging for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. We'll move to the third with no score.
Now pitching for the
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Angel Chevy
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Here's Muncy to hit. And now the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Popped up. Dominguez. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Eliezer Alfonso.
On the ground to third, and it stays fair. So a man aboard now with one away.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Dalton Rushing, the next to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Check swing went around. That is strike 2. Man at first, one away. Quick toss to first, and he's back safely. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Ball, that's inside.
Top of the third, no score. Quick move to first, and he's back in there. The 1-0. Out towards right center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Max Schumann. Outside low, ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
The heater is clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
Ball, that's in.
And that's way high. And now 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Quick toss to first. Schumann back in on a dive.
Ball, that's just out.
And the 1-0. Look out, way inside. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. That one's in there. And a count 2-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ball,
next
that's
pitch
inside.
misses, and that's ball 3. Fouled off. He was late. And a payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And it's just foul. That was close. The Yankees with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. And that one gets past the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Pitch gets away. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Two on the way. Chopped on the ground, and that's just foul. Now a pop-up on the infield. Freeman And that is a big first out.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
First pitch swinging. Second and third here. One away. In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Man on second, 2 down. Bellinger takes a strike, and now it's 0-2.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
Runner at second, 2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here comes the throw. And he's out.
Yeah, on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, new inning getting started. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. Right through there, got it. Now 1 away.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
The 1-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2-0 the count. Here it comes.
Hey!
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next,
Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He popped out his first time. That one hooked foul. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Here's a high chopper. Flips it. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
The right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
1-0.
Hey!
Swing and a little roller right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one. They're down 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, and stepping in for the Yankees, Chisholm Jr.
You know,
Off
these
the plate, ball
Yankees
one.
doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Strike 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Hey!
Caballero goes 5 feet 9 inches, 29 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
Throw on to Freeman. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
Next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Ryan McMahon. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Here's the throw. And that's a 2-bagger.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Man at second.
Well,
Nope,
he looks more
that's the ball.
focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swings over the top of that one. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now this one gets away from the catcher. To third, tag, save. He's into third on a wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, at that time, he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. The Yanks leave one, but they still lead it 1-0. Back in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 5th. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hey!
And that drops in for a strike. into left center for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next to the Dodgers.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Fastball for a strike. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Popped in the air, left field. Bellinger settles under it, and there's one down.
Up next to the Dodgers, the catcher, Alfonso.
One out man at first. Now the catcher up to hit, Eliezer Alfonso. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Top of the zone for a called strike. The 0-1. And it's fouled off.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
0-2 now. Bounce to the right. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 1 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching for
they hand the ball over to a new arm, Alex Vesia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. The 0-1. That one missed. Movement in the bullpen. Edgardo Henriquez looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Klein warming up as well. The 1-1. Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Upstairs, and the count is 1-1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And that's downstairs and outside. Right side, and foul ball. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Nicely done for the out. Yanks held in check, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in New York, close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees,
pitcher for the Yankees, Camilo
75,
Doval. He's been so good against lefties.
Doval.
Back to the top of the order now. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Dalton Rushing. That
That's a ball.
misses. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jake Bird appears to be getting loose. Cruz also throwing. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That's down and
That's ball
in.
3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Andy Pajes waiting to bat for the Dodgers. (3-1) now. And there's the strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Got him looking for the strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. The Dodgers trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Out front, rip foul. Oh, and 2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
The 1-2. Tranquilo Camilo notches the K.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
And a foul ball. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
Ball.
Just misses with that one.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
3-2. And the tying run is on base.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Camilo Doval won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Fernando Cruz gets the ball now.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
First and second, 2 outs. And here comes Tommy Edman. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Ground ball up the middle to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Fouled off left side. Now the 0-1. Ball one there.
And that success against off-speed pitches tells me they're doing a great job of seeing the ball deep, letting the ball travel, and then just trying to use the whole field.
Here's a 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Throw to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there, and not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Alex Vesia gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Will Klein takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. A strikeout and a walk.
Inside ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Nope. Inside ball 2. Hey!
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one got a piece of it.
They got him. First base.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw to second.
No, he's in there. Safe.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Chisholm at second with 2 down. The 1-1. And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Edgardo Henriquez preparing to come on if needed. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a foul straight back. The 2-2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Runner on third after the stolen base, even with the dropped strike 3. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. Late swing, foul to the left. Looking to get the tying run on base. Called strike right there. Into center. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Ball.
Tying run at second base here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1. Outside corner, there's a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, Muncy digs in. Just missed. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. So the tying run at second. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1.
Ball. That pitch is out.
A little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Fernando Cruz won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
Jake Bird gets the call from the pen.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Out to short, Dominguez throws to first, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. Dodgers with a run scoring double, all even at 1 apiece. Back in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Ball 1.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Max Schumann waiting to hit for the Yankees. And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Max Schumann stepping in now for the Yankees. He is struck out and he is walked. Turned on but foul wide of third.
Nope. Ball 1.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Line drive, base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Great approach on a nice pitch. Dropped the barrel on it. Stayed on plane completely through the swing and drove it the other way. Kind of have to tip your cap if you're on the mound on that one.
Really important at bat coming up now.
fouls away the first offering. The Yanks with the go-ahead run at third here at the bottom of the seventh.
Ball.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-1. And that's too high.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through there.
That one is absolutely belted. One hopper off the wall should bring in two. One runs in. The relay to the plate. Safe. And a runner from second scores on the play. And it's 3-1.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Will Klein out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Edgardo Henriquez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. The other way, and makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Hey!
The 0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. In the dirt, blocked. Now a throw to first, but back easily. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Grisham over at first with one away. Just off the outside edge, and now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice play appearance.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish.
Ball 1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
One out. Runners at first and second.
That's a little high.
There.
Ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And the hitters count.
Two on, one out, and they're all loaded up.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, dude. The last one wasn't even close.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Edgardo Henriquez is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher for the Dodgers,
Number
Shohei Ohtani.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Nope.
Still only one out here in the inning.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Oh, and this one gets away. And he comes in to score the wild pitch.
Kind of a dagger right there with the insurance run scoring on the wild pitch. And at this stage in the game, you're just out there trying to keep it close and give your guys a chance to make a comeback. But that right there isn't going to help morale.
The 3-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Runner takes off. In the air to left center. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Safe.
The tag.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Only 2 now. Fights it off. You'll see another. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. You need a big strikeout here.
The 1-2. Pitch gets away. But all the runners hold. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone.
Mookie just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Wells in the box now. Takes strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. The 1-2.
I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 7 and the Dodgers 1. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Yeah!
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
1 out, man at first. Here's Mookie Betts now. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Tied him up inside with that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Pages, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Mookie Betts down on strikes.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
This one in the air. And that'll do it. 1 left for LA. They're down 7-1. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Max Schumann. That to right. Tucker gets under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Ben Rice. Here's your 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That's way outside, and it's 1-2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one in the air, center field. Pajes under it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. Through 8 full. Yankees out in front, 7-1. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers.
Now pitching for
The left-hander on now, Ryan Yarbrough.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
That one fouled off. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a ball popped up. Chisholm. 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 3.
That's a ball.